with the whining. Breda,
Dana, can you shut the fuck up for 5 seconds,
antagonize the fuck out of him and condescend on you.
No, he's antagonizing.
I'm giving you permission. Antagonize the fuck out of him.
Understand what antagonizing means. I stand 10 toes down on this. Dana does not know what antagonizing means. I swear to God.
Antagonize the fuck out of him, Breda.
Wow.
Let me mute.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Haifa, darling. You're looking very mindful today. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
All right,
Very
but I
well.
love the tariffs. Please,
Beautiful day.
It's a wonderful day.
Honey, people are speaking. Nine Breda. Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
You could just call me father. You could just call me Papa.
No, I'll call you Hoodlum. Hey,
Hoodlum, because I'm black?
Hey, Bugs.
Uh-oh.
Somebody stop me. I'm going to say a slur.
Wow, you wanted to say the N-word, but you chose hoodlum, huh?
She would have just said it if she wanted to say it. She would have just said it.
Yeah, honey.
Oh, she will use what she wants to use.
She'll just say it.
I won't on live. No, I won't. But here's the thing. Okay, God bless you. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
All right, I love the tariffs. What's up?
I do too. I just bought more Apple.
I just saw that iPhones with the tariffs are going to go from $700 to $1,100 once they add the tariff.
Hell yeah! Let the poors keep buying them. Let the stock go up.
That's not what? Yeah, you think the poors are going to buy them when they've gone up 43% in price?
Bruh, the poors have been financing the same phone at $30 a month for the last 10 years, thinking, I could trade it in each year and get a new phone because I'm so smart.
The poors is crazy.
QB. The question that I had asked is,
QB.
What gives you certainty in believing?
Yeah, we all know QB too.
That tariffs are what you think they are? Because, well, I mean, I can give you the because, but then it takes away the conversation. So I'm asking you, what gives you certainty? What makes you think that the tariffs will work in purely a positive fashion? Because you have a very hyperbolic position in supporting them.
No, the trade imbalances show us that we are the world's biggest customer. You understand? It's clear that we are the world's biggest customer, the biggest consumers. So any retaliatory tariffs will not affect us. And we've already been tariffed by these people we're reciprocating on today. We don't need anything from Canada. Mexico is abusive on the USMCA agreement. We don't need them either. And China needs to be blocked out because they're abusing America, dumping into our ports. There's literally zero downturn for the tariffs. The reason why y'all hate the tariffs is because y'all hate Trump.
Right. So do you know what it means to be an America First consultant, the second largest in the country?
Sir, why are you asking me?
It means I had 22 endorsements from Trump last cycle. I had 92 endorsements from General Flynn. Again, you keep saying things like you're arguing at a wall.
Bro, can you
do you speak English? No, I'm not engaging with you because you don't seem to know how to engage yourself. I hate Trump, yet I'm the only one that's been to Bedminster. I'm the only one that's been to Mar-a-Lago. I'm the only one that receives endorsements from him. I'm the only one that shook hands. Right. Right. So, I mean, I can continue to engage with you, but I think you're acting in delusion. I've corrected you now twice, and you think that you're still yelling at a Democrat or something.
I think he's trying to yell at me, but I'm not a Democrat either. So
no, he said you guys, and so well, I mean, what I can tell you is there's a path for tariffs to work well. Have you heard what Trump's administration has used to justify them? Because it wasn't any of what you just said. The Treasury Secretary, Commerce, have you heard what they've said about this? Because it's his actual rationale. And there's rationale around why he's imposing tariffs and how they can work. But it has to do around monetary policy, not around what you're saying at all. Just saying that we're the biggest customer, or we're the biggest, that makes no sense. It just really doesn't have any place in this conversation. Monetary policy has a place in this conversation because it's what his administration has used to justify the tariffs. But the reason why I was asking you why you have such a hyperbolic position is that even if you love Trump and trust Trump and think that he's doing all the right things, and even for all the right reasons, tariffs are a gamble. There's a lot, even when you hear the rationale in monetary policy, it requires that certain dominoes don't fall, because if they do, then the entire thing starts to fall apart. This whole plan starts to fall apart. Meaning, if countries start to offline the U.S. dollar, start to trade in different currencies, which is a possibility. So it's a symphony. It's an orchestra of fine tuned instruments that have to go well, or it will not sound right. It will not work well. And so I agree that tariffs are worth the risk. We should do it, but it's not. I have no definitive position that, oh, it's just gonna work. It's just the way it is. It's no. There's nuance to saying that it can work, and hopefully it does work. And I think Trump's the guy to do it. But there's no certainty. This is very uncharted territory. And what I'm most in fear of is that if he doesn't get pricing where it needs to be by this time next year, he will be a lame duck. That's what a risk he's putting on tariffs. Tariffs have to work in lowering prices within the next year.
Tell me, how would they not work? All right, I
just gave you an example. Well, if you were listening, then you heard the example. I said if a country offlines the dollar, that's an example of this not working.
So can I say something about tariffs real quick?
Hold on. What does
what's up?
A country offlining the dollar have to do with tariffs? Explain the correlation.
Give me 1 minute. Cherry, what's up?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say about tariffs, right? This is coming from a business owner who buys stuff from China, right? If you put a price on China, like you add more tariffs to them, right? Me as the customer, they're going to charge me those tariffs. And what's going to essentially happen is I'm going to upcharge for whatever product that I'm selling you guys as the customers, because now China charged me more because Trump charged them more.
Oh, that's how tariffs work?
That's how it works. That's how it will work as a business.
China gets charged more, and China passes that charge on to
the customers.
So China gets charged more by like the American government, Cherry?
By those tariffs. If you add tariffs onto the stuff coming in.
American government charge China that China passes on how?
For the tariffs.
No, affirmative statement. You said China.
So you have China, to know who's going to charge.
Hold on, China the nation, right? So America charges China the nation. So America charges China the nation.
Buying from them, yes.
Who's ever buying from them. Wow, oh my God.
So then who's paying for the tariffs since you're so smart, my guy? Because I'm literally in the business of buying from China.
Yo, I can't with this live, bro.
Yeah, because you don't know what to say. I mean, I literally asked you a question and you're sitting here acting like you know everything, but I'm telling you.
Ignorant stance on
it's not an ignorant stance, because who do you think they're going to charge?
So China the nation doesn't get charged anything. The tariff is...
As a business owner, if you charge me more, I'm going to charge the customers more. That's just how it goes.
Okay, no, that's not how it goes, right?
Okay, then I'm not in business. You are. Go ahead and tell me how it works.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're ignorant of your business. First of all, you, Walmart, Dollar Tree, I hope all of y'all turn into Blockbuster and I never see y'all again. Seriously. All companies that are dependent on international manufacturing and bringing finished products into this nation to sell in our free market, you all will flop. The free hand will erase you out of our nation, okay? Second of all, right, China does not pay a tariff. The tariff is imposed on the importer when the commodity reaches the dock, okay?
And who is going to charge that, sir?
The American government is going to charge. The American government charges.
And who pays for it? Who pays for it, sir?
The importer pays for it at the dock.
Okay. And the importer pays for it. And who do you think they're going to get the money from? Like, do you not know how business works?
No, first of all, just because 25 is announced on the exports of the nation doesn't mean that everything is going to get tariffed equally. Meaning, it does mean that everything out of that nation is going to get tariffed. But nuts and bolts, let me finish. Nuts and bolts for a TV that's being finished in the U.S. is going to get tariffed differently than a TV being finished in another nation and exported into the U.S., meaning that's going to get 25%. But the free market's invisible hand is going to regulate, and those TVs that are inflated because of tariffs are going to flop in comparison to a domestically produced product. All right? China has nothing to do with the tariff.
Why do you think we go outside if it's so cheap here? Why do you think we go outside to buy the stuff?
You're moving the goalposts because you don't know how
We're not.
tariffs
It's all
work.
the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. You just
Yes,
spoke
it
out your
is.
ass and you don't know what you're talking
If
about.
it was cheaper, if it was cheaper for me to buy it here in America, then I would have bought it from here in America.